Hey guys, welcome to the weekly boss. Go ahead and start with your hero. If you do have the free monkey knowledge, go ahead and put out your free dart. I do have a creator code if you want to support me in game. It's exactly like my YouTube channel, M the Goddess. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you. We'll go ahead and start out with 3 farms. All of them are going to be 200s. If you've seen any of my other previous videos, we're going to create a bank for early farming and then we'll venture away from this. After you get all 3 of these out, we're going to upgrade one of them to a 220. That is going to be the one that's going to be the bank. We will upgrade another one of them to a 202. Once you get the 202, you'll go ahead and sell the 200 and the 202 and then create your bank. After you get your bank 2, you can go ahead and throw out a druid to help with additional balloon cleanup. The druid is a great option with this particular boss because as you continue upgrading it, it will restore lives, and this boss will take lives from you. So it's extremely important to have the druid out and upgrading it. We will upgrade it all the way, and it's extremely important to do it in elite as well too. We'll start out upgrading our druid to a 130. The top path will help pop lead. You will go ahead and place another farm. You can make it a 200. Check your bank when it hits the 9,500. Go ahead and collect from the bank. You'll go ahead and put an engineer towards the top. We're going to make it a 014. With a trap, when it goes full, it will give you income. So you want to target it as far to the beginning of the map as possible so it's constantly collecting and giving you that extra cash. Put out a village. We're going to make it a discount, a 102. Upgrade your first farm to a 300. Place down another farm and make it a 320. And then you can loop back to your first one and make it a 320. You'll place out one more farm and make it a 320, and this is going to take us all the way up until the first tier of the boss. First tier is going to be really easy. All we're going to do is put out a ninja. We're going to make it a 204. If you don't have enough money, you can just collect whatever you have in the bank to upgrade it as quickly as possible. We're also going to pair this with a boat and make it a 420. You can start it as a 320 and then just upgrade when you can. I started out as a 320 and then I started adding more farms, but if you want to upgrade it to a 420 first and then continue. After you get your boat out and upgrade it, you'll just kind of continue within range of your village, continue upgrading as many as possible, 320 farms. With this particular boss, it buffs. You need to not put alchemist out or villages. If you put villages and do middle path and use the ability, it will allow the boss to heal. So a lot of times if you're playing this and you're wondering why the boss consistently heals is when you buff towers and if you try to sell while the boss is out. You do not want to sell. If you sell, it's going to start regenerating lives. So if you need to sell anything while it's out, you want to wait until the round, right before the round starts, and then you can sell what you need, and then you'll be prepared for when the boss comes out. So don't sell when the boss is out, or it's going to cause it to heal. And then using towers that buff. So you want to avoid the alchemist, and you want to avoid the middle path village, especially because as you put those out, you'll see where the boss consistently will continue to heal. On normal, sometimes it's not that bad, but elite especially, you'll probably lose every time if the boss is consistently healing itself. You'll then just go ahead and start upgrading each one of your farms to 420s. On round 58, stop upgrading because we'll need to continue generating income for the next tier. So when you hit round 58, just save up, upgrade your ninja to a 205. We'll also upgrade our druid to a 150. Remember, the more you upgrade when you get it to a tier 4 and then to a tier 5, it gives you lives back. So when you see the little banana from the druid when we upgrade it, you want to use that because this boss does take lives off and you want to consistently get those lives back. A druid is a great way to help replenish those lives. And so each time you see that little banana refresh, just make sure that you constantly click that. When you upgrade it to a T5, you get a lot more lives back versus when it's a T4 and you only get 1 life back. So very important to upgrade to a T5. That way it regenerates your lives and then you don't lose the lives on there. Once you get that druid upgraded, you can start looping and upgrading each one of your farms to 420s if you haven't already. After you get all your farms to 420s, you can collect anything out of the bank and start upgrading your village to a 105. When the village is upgraded to a T5, it soaks up all of the farms within range and allows you to give you more room while continue generating income and placing additional farms within range of the village. This is the farming strategy I always use, especially if you watch my other videos. You will see I use this every time for normal and elite, and it's very effective. I'm going to go ahead and place out 3 or 5 total farms. You probably don't even need this many. This is kind of overkill. We're going to do a top path, a middle path, a bottom path, and then the other 2 are going to be 420. So you can just start slowly upgrading them. You can upgrade them all to 203 and then the other one to a 420 and then the bank as well. You want to get the top path bank as quickly as possible to a T5. So upgrade that one to a 520 and then you can loop to the other farms and slowly start upgrading them. I'll go ahead and upgrade the 2 on the right to 420s, and then I will upgrade the bottom path all the way. After you get your farms upgraded, I won't upgrade the bank all the way. You can just leave it. You can just upgrade the 2 farms to 420s. This is going to take us all the way up until round 79 when the boss comes out. Really easy for the next one. We're going to put out a MAD. We're going to make it a 250. You can use the MAD ability every time it refreshes. Just make sure you're constantly targeting the boss. We'll also go ahead and start preparing for the Dart Paragon. We'll create it next tier. We won't need it. So if you have the monkey knowledge and you want to do the bottom path twice, you can. I do. And then I'll go ahead and put the top path and the middle path out. If you don't have enough, you can just slowly upgrade as you continue generating income. This will hold all the way up until this boss pops. If for some reason it's a little close for you, you can just add another tower in here and then just sell it at the end. So if it seems like it's getting a little close, you can upgrade your boat all the way. You can add an additional tower if you need to, or whatever you can. This holds for me, so I didn't add anything else because this is going to take us all the way up until the next tier of the boss, which I'm just going to slowly refresh forward so you don't have to sit there and watch all of the rounds. And we will just, once we get to round 99, all we're going to do is select any one of our darts, preferably one of the ones in the middle so it kind of targets the majority of the map, and contribute the max amount to the Paragon. And that's all you need. I forgot to upgrade the middle one all the way, so I did it there, and then I'm going to create the Paragon. The other thing I'm going to do, just to go ahead and prepare for the next one, because we're going to have so much money, is go ahead and put all of the T5s for the boats so we can create a boat Paragon. So I'm going to do the top path, middle path, and bottom path. This is strictly just to help prepare for the next one. This is going to hold all the way up until 119. I'll fast forward this after the boss pops so you don't have to watch because there's nothing else that you need to do. You can just let this go all the way up into the next one. Once we get to the next one, you can go ahead and sell all of your farms. You can even sell the MAD, you can sell the engineer, and just kind of have the hero and then your 2 paragons out. And then we'll contribute the max amount to the boat Paragon. And this is it for normal. Very easy. It's probably a little bit of overkill because it is normal, but I like to show you a good farming strategy of how much money you can actually generate early, and you don't need cash drops or anything in order to get a lot of money. Feel free to use your boat Paragon ability as well, so it pulls in a lot of those mobs, but that is it, guys. I did leave my druid out just so you can keep replenishing lives, because like I said, that is going to be a key piece with this particular boss. So as a reminder, with this boss, you don't want to sell while the boss is out, or it's going to replenish and its health and continue regenerating health for each tower you sell. You don't want to put towers out that are going to buff towers, so you want to avoid the alchemist, and you want to avoid especially the middle path of the village to where it will buff your towers. And then a key tower to always put out, especially with this boss, is going to be the druid and the middle path, especially since this boss will end up taking lives away each time it is out. You want to have that to where you can replenish your lives and using that ability. So it's very important to use that. But that is it, guys. Truly appreciate each and every one of you. Make sure you drop a like and subscribe, and I hope you guys all have an amazing weekend. Bye.